అయిపోయిందమ్మా డ్రాయింగ్? ఓకే, గుడ్. నరేష్ 46, నరేష్ 346 నరేష్.
గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ సార్.
అయిపోయిందమ్మా డ్రాయింగ్?
గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్
అయిందా? వెరీ
సార్.
గుడ్.
డ్రాయింగ్ అయిపోయింది సార్. కాకపోతే ప్రజెంట్ మాత్రం మా అమ్మ నాన్న ఊరు వెళ్తే నేను ఇక్కడ దగ్గరికి వచ్చిన సార్.
ఓకే, డ్రాయింగ్ అయితే అయిపోయింది, మొత్తం చేసావా?
మొత్తం చేసి.
ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ రోల్ నెంబర్ 70 నిఖిల్ చంద్. నిఖిల్ మైక్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే మెసేజ్ పెట్టు. నిఖిల్ అయిపోయిందా? నిఖిల్
అయిపోయింది సార్. బట్ సార్ ఐ విల్ షో యూ టుమారో సార్.
ఎందుకు టుమారో?
నేను రిలేటివ్స్ ఇంటికి వచ్చా సార్.
అంటే డ్రాయింగ్ అబ్జర్వేషన్ ఇప్పుడు దగ్గర లేదా?
ఇప్పుడు లేదు సార్.
రాసే మొత్తం అయిపోయిందా?
అయిపోయింది సార్. రేపు కావాలంటే పీడిఎఫ్ అయినా వీడియో అని చూపిస్తాను.
ఓకే.
మరి ఎందుకమ్మా క్లాస్ అటెండ్ అవ్వటం? నువ్వు రిలేటివ్స్ ఇంటికి తిరుగుకుంటూ అటెండ్ అవ్వద్దు
సార్. ఇప్పుడు క్లాస్ నేను నోట్ చేసుకుంటా మ్యామ్.
ఓకే, అంటే ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు వచ్చావు? ఓకే, చెప్పేవాలే. ఓకే, ఫైన్. నెక్స్ట్ రోల్ నెంబర్ 19 మణిదీప్.
Yes sir, completed sir.
23 శ్రీనివాస్.
Sir, అయిపోయింది సార్. డన్ సార్.
ఆశీష్ 28.
Sir, completed sir.
వెరీ గుడ్. 35 రాకేష్. 35 రాకేష్.
Completed sir.
ఓకే, మీరు అయిపోయిందని చెప్తున్నారు.
Completed sir. అయిపోయింది సార్ మొత్తం.
ఓకే, డన్.
Sir, completed.
ఓకే మా మేడం, మీకు మేకింగ్ స్పాట్లైట్ మేడం.
Okay sir.
స్పాట్లైట్ చేస్తున్నాం మేడం. వీడియో ఆన్ చేస్తారా? స్పాట్లైట్ చేస్తాను.
చేశాను సార్.
స్పాట్లైట్ చేస్తున్నాను.
ఆన్ చేశాను.
రివర్స్ కనిపిస్తుంది మేడం. ఇట్లా తిప్పాలేమో కదా?
బుక్ కనబడుతుంది సార్.
బుక్ కనిపిస్తుంది మేడం. క్రాస్ కనిపిస్తుంది. ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఇట్లా రివర్స్ కనిపిస్తుంది.
రివర్స్ కనబడుతుందా?
అవును.
అదేంది మరి?
ఇట్లా చూడాలి పిల్లలు.
నా ఫోన్ తిప్పాలేమో.
ఫోన్ తిప్పాలి మేడం. ఇప్పుడు అట్లే అనిపిస్తుంది మేడం. సరే మేడం, మీరు చెప్పండి. మరి అట్లా తిప్పి రాసి చూసుకుంటారండి. వీడియో అటు ఇటు అయినా టేక్ కేర్.
ఓకే సార్. ఏమా ఇస్ ద స్క్రీన్ ఇస్ విజిబుల్? కనబడుతుంది కదా నేను రాసింది? టుడేస్ టాపిక్ ఇస్ engineering curves. In engineering curves we have 3 different types. The first one is cycloid, second one is epicycloid, and the third one is hypocycloid. These are the 3 topics which we have: cycloid, epicycloid, hypocycloid. Engineering curves we have 3 different types. Okay, first one, cycloid, means if a circle revolves on a fixed straight line, and if you consider a point P is known as cycloid. Entante, this is one circle we have which is known as rolling circle. This circle is known as rolling circle. Now this rolling circle is rotating on a fixed straight line. This is known as fixed line or fixed straight line, or even we'll call it as directing line. Okay, because it is directing the circle. Okay, when a rolling circle is rolling, or when it is rolling on a fixed straight line for one complete revolution, when it completes one complete revolution, it reaches the point Q. and the curve traced out by the point P on the circumference of a circle is known as cycloid. This is the cycloid. అంటే ఏం లేదమ్మా, ఇప్పుడు స్ట్రైట్ బెంచ్ ఉంది, యూ హ్యావ్ అ బెంచ్. ఆన్ దట్ ఇఫ్ యూ రోల్ ఏ కాయిన్ ని రోల్ చేశారనుకోండి, ఆన్ దట్ కాయిన్ వీ హ్యావ్ సెలెక్టెడ్ వన్ పాయింట్ P. Whatever the path traced out by this point P for one complete revolution is known as cycloid. Okay, same thing epicycloid means. For epicycloid, a circle is revolving on another circle. దీనికి difference ఏంటి? Here circle is revolving on a fixed straight line. Here the circle is revolving on another circle. So this circle is known as again same rolling circle. And here this circle is known as directing circle or fixed circle. Okay, and now here also we have the point P. When this rolling circle is rolling on another fixed circle or directing circle for one complete revolution of the rolling circle, the path traced out, this will be the angle traced out, the path traced out by this circle is known as epicycloid. Only the difference for this one and this one is, here the circle is revolving on a straight line, here the circle is revolving on another circle. Okay, here this plane or the straight line will remain fixed, here also this circle will remain fixed. Now coming for the third one, hypocycloid, when the circle is revolving inside another circle. This is outside another circle, this is inside another circle. When the rolling circle is rolling inside another circle for one complete revolution, then the path traced by this point is known as, this is the point Q. Then the path traced out by this point is known as, this path is known as hypocycloid. Hypocycloid. Okay, once again I'm repeating. When a circle is revolving on a fixed straight line for one complete revolution, the path traced out by the point P, which is marked on the circumference of the circle, is known as cycloid. If a circle is revolving on another fixed circle for one complete revolution and the path traced out by the point P, which is located on the circumference of circle, is known as epicycloid. If a circle is revolving inside another circle and we are tracing a point P, a path traced out by the point P, which is on the circumference of a circle for one complete revolution, the curve traced out by the point P is known as hypocycloid. Here we are tracing the curve for the point P, where the point P is on the circumference of a circle. Here circle is completing one revolution on a fixed straight line. Here the circle is completing one revolution on another circle. Here the circle is completing one revolution inside another circle. On a straight line means we'll call it as cycloid. On another circle means we'll call it as epicycloid. On inside the other circle is known as hypocycloid. So here we are going to learn how to draw the three curves here. So first one, write down the definition of cycloid, everyone. Cycloid definition. Everyone write down the definition for the cycloid. A cycloid is a curve traced by, and please note down this diagram also. Let me draw in detail what is what. So here you have circle and here you have PQ distance, and this is our cycloid. This is our
Ma'am, we
cycloid.
can't see, ma'am.
It is not
Now?
visible.
Is it?
No, it's okay, ma'am.
Yeah. This is rolling circle. This is directing line or fixed line. This is rolling circle or generating circle, because it is generating the curve. So that is the reason we'll call this circle as rolling circle or generating circle. This line will remain fixed. That is the reason we'll call it as fixed line, or it is showing the path for this circle, right? That is the reason we'll even calling it as directing circle. And this is the curve which is cycloid. And this distance, how much it will be, ma? Can anyone? If D is the diameter of the circle, if D is the diameter of the circle, it's a D diameter of the circle. If D is the diameter of the circle, then it will be equal to, someone told me the answer just now. Yeah, very good. Circumference of the circle, pi d, very good. So the distance traveled by, so how to calculate this distance, PQ distance? If the diameter of the circle is given, this distance is the distance traveled by the circle for one complete revolution. One complete revolution means for circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle means pi into d. So the distance PQ will be equal to pi into d. So before going to draw the cycloid, we need to calculate this distance. This is known as circumference distance, which is equal to pi into d. Okay. So here we have a circle which is rolling on a fixed straight line for one complete revolution. Then the curve traced by the, or the path traced by the point P is known as cycloid. Okay, this is the curve. It will be in the shape of this. Okay. Now please note down the definition. Draw this diagram first. Draw this diagram, and namings also very important. These namings: rolling circle, generating circle. In problem, sometimes it will be mentioned as rolling circle diameter, but sometimes it may be given generating circle diameter. We are calling it as rolling circle because it will revolving. That is the reason we had given a name rolling. Generating because it is generating the curve. It is only generating the cycloid curve. That is the reason we're calling it as generating circle. Both the names are same for this circle. Next, this is a fixed line. It will not be going to move here. It will remain fixed. So on this fixed line, it will be revolving. So that is the reason we'll call it as a fixed line. Next one, directing line. Directing means what? It is showing the path, how to travel, where to travel, the path it is showing. That is the reason we'll call it a directing line or fixed line. And this is the distance traveled by the circle for one complete revolution. Then the distance will be equal to circumference distance. Circumference distance formula is pi into d, where d is the diameter of the circle. You can see here diameter of the circle. In question, the diameter will be given to you. You need to identify the distance here. Okay, note down the definition. Please copy this diagram first, everyone.
Done, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Now definition. Now definition. Everyone note down the definition. A cycloid is a curve traced by a point. A cycloid is a curve. A cycloid is a curve traced by a point on the circumference of the circle. On the circumference of a circle, which rolls along a fixed straight line. Which rolls along a fixed straight line. Which rolls along a fixed straight line without slipping. Without slipping. Without slipping. Cycloid is a curve traced by a point on the circumference of a circle which rolls along a fixed straight line without slipping. Without slipping. If it gets slipped, then your curve will stop there itself. So we are mentioning without slipping. Done, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now we are going to learn how to draw a cycloid. Let us note down the question. Everyone, please note down the question. Hope My paper is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Draw a cycloid of a circle of diameter 50 mm for 1 revolution. For 1 revolution, full stop. Also draw a tangent and a normal to the curve at a point 35 mm above the baseline. This is the question. Shall I put here down? Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Everyone be ready with your instruments and follow the procedure which I'm explaining. Okay. Everyone be ready with your instruments. Now let us start the solution. For this, first we need to write down the given data. Only one thing is given, that is the diameter of the circle is given. So let us write down the given data. D is equal to 50 mm. Now let us find out the circumference distance pi into d. Someone please calculate and give me the answer. Ma. How much you are getting? Pi into d.
157.14, ma'am.
How much?
157.14.
157.14 mm. Okay. This is the length we got. Now let us start. First of all, we need to select a center and we have the diameter as 50. Then the radius will be equal to 25. So now what you need to do? You have to take a radius of 25 and you have to select a point O as center and you need to draw a circle. Horizontal only. Okay. Now name that point as O. Now from O, drop a straight line. Now from O, drop a straight line which touches the circumference. Through the circumference we need to draw. Now name this point as P. Now we need to draw PQ line. PQ length is 157. PQ length is 157. It should be perpendicular. That means horizontally you need to draw. See here, my scale is 15. That is the reason I told you to use only long scales. 15.7. From here again I need to take a distance of 7 mm. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now name this point end point as Q. Okay. First, what we need to do? Select a point O as center. Draw a circle with diameter 50. If diameter is 50, then with compass you need to take a radius of 25. Draw a circle. Now drop a perpendicular line to the circumference. Now wherever that line is intersecting on the circumference, name that point as P. Now draw a line PQ which is equal to 157. Draw a line PQ which is equal to 157 perpendicular to this OP line. Perpendicular to OP line. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Just 1 second. Now we need to divide this circle into 12 segments, as well as we need to divide this line also into 12. ఇక్కడ సర్కిల్ ఎన్ని డివిజన్స్ చేస్తామో లైన్ ని కూడా అన్ని డివిజన్స్ చేయాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను సర్కిల్ ని 6 డివిజన్స్ చేశాను అనుకోండి, దీన్ని కూడా 6 చేయాలి. If I divide the circle into 8 divisions, then I need to divide this PQ also into 8 divisions. So here I want to divide the circle into 12 equal number of divisions. ఎందుకు 12? 6 తీసుకోవచ్చు, 8 తీసుకోవచ్చు, 10 తీసుకోవచ్చు అన్నారు కదా మేడం. మరి 12 ఎందుకు తీసుకోవాలి అంటే, when you take 12 divisions on a circle, you need to divide this length also into 12 equal number of divisions. When you take more number of divisions, as usual, you will get more number of intermediate points to join the curve. Curve join చేయడానికి intermediate points మధ్యలో ఉంటాయి కదా, అవి 12 points వస్తాయి మనకి. You will get total 12 points if you divide the circle into 12. If you divide this line also into 12, then you will get 12 intermediate points to join the curve. అందుకని ఎక్కువ number of divisions తీసుకుంటాం. And more than 12 you can't take. And less than 12 means you will get less number of points for the intermediate points. Then it will be difficult for us to join the curve. So better you divide the circle into 12 equal parts, you divide the line also into 12 equal parts. Now tell me which method we need to follow to divide a circle into 12 equal parts. How to divide a circle into 12 equal number of divisions? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
ఏం అడిగా నేను మిమ్మల్ని? What I asked?
Line division method, ma'am.
Line division method is for dividing a line kadamma. How to divide a circle?
Arc.
Circle division method నేను డిస్కస్ చేయలేదా మీతోటి?
Yes, ma'am.
Geometrical construction methods I discussed no already.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So first of all, we need to divide the circle into 4 equal number of divisions. One vertical line you need to draw from the extreme to extreme points, and one horizontal line also you need to draw. These two horizontal and vertical lines need to pass through the center point. After that, please listen carefully. Take OP as radius. Take everyone plus first watch, you need to watch it carefully. Take OP as radius. This extreme point as center. Cut one arc above, another arc below. Now same radius. Take the center point as P. Right side one arc, left side another arc. Now change the center to this point. Here the other point. One arc above, another arc below. Next one, same radius. Change the center to top point. One arc left side, the other arc on the right side. Like this, total 8 arcs you will get. Now join all the arcs through the center points. Now you have a point here, exactly opposite point you need to join through the center. Through the center. Okay. In a similar way, join all the centers. Here we have one point, opposite point exactly we need to choose. and we need to join through the center. Next, we have these 2 points. Select the point, 2 points, select the 2 points and join them through the center point. Select the points through the, join the points through the center of the circle. Like this, we can divide a circle into 12 equal number of divisions. Okay, now name them as, we'll be naming this point as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So total we got 12 equal number of divisions. Now let us divide. Is it clear ma how to divide a circle into 12 equal number of divisions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we need to divide a line also into 12 equal number of divisions. For that, just draw one inclined line from the starting point of the line. From the starting point of the line. Now take an interval of anything, whatever the interval you want, you can take. Okay, and now total 12 divisions we want. From the starting point, try to cut the arcs on that inclined line. This inclined line length can be anything, and even inclination of the line also can be anything. So total 12 arcs we need to cut on this line without changing the radius. The radius need to be constant. We should not hold here. I am going to cut total 12 arcs. నాకు ఈ పొజిషన్ అస్సలు కంఫర్టబుల్ గా లేదు, బట్ ఫర్ యూ పీపుల్ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 ఇక్కడికి 12 అయిపోయినాయి. సో లెట్ us నేమ్ 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash 4 dash 5 dash 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 dash. Now we need to draw parallel lines. First we need to join the last division with the end of the line. Last division with the end point of the line. Next lines need to be parallel to this line. Okay, parallel to this line. So we need to join the lines parallel to each other from each division. From each division, we need to join parallel lines. Whoever have drafter, for them it will be like easy. Drafter unte చాలా ఈజీగా డ్రా చేసేసుకోవచ్చు. Like this, we continuously join the parallel lines. Okay. Is it clear, ma? Is it clear how to draw the divisions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now what we need to do? We have to draw parallel line to from the locus of center line. Locus of center means the line which is passing through the center of the line which is passing through the center of the circle. Okay, what is this line is known as? Locus of center line. Locus of center line means the line which is passing through the center of the circle, and this locus of center line you need to draw parallel exactly to the directing line. Now we need to project all these points till the locus of center line. Now you have the point here from here. So we need to project all these points till the locus of center line, and these all lines from every division need to be perpendicular to the baseline. They need to be perpendicular to the baseline. You should get actually equal lines. As I told you, this position is not at all comfort for me. I'm just doing however I'm getting. So the first line, wherever it is intersecting, so total, this will become our C1. This will be our center C, no? So this will become C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, C9, C10, C11, and C12. These are the points, same divisions which we had taken on circle. So name them as like this. Is it clear, ma? First we need to divide the circle into 12 equal number of divisions. Then we need to divide this line also into 12 equal number of divisions. This is using geometrical construction, circle division method, and this is using line division method, geometrical construction method, line division method. Now after that, we need to draw locus of center line. What is this locus of center line? If you draw a line through the center of the circle parallel to the PQ line, then this line is known as locus of center line. Now from all these 12 divisions, we need to project perpendicular lines. All these perpendicular lines need to be parallel to each other, and they should be perpendicular to the PQ line. Straight lines, they should be a straight line. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to follow? Chestunnara meeru?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you doing
Yes, ma'am.
along
Yes,
with
ma'am.
me?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Next to Seema, first we need to join one first division with 11. Both need to be coincide. Now you need to draw a parallel line to this. Now we need to draw a parallel line to this. And all these lines need to be parallel to PQ line, first division. Next, second and 10th division need to be coincide with each other. Second and 10th division need to be coincide with each other. You can see second and 10th division need to be coincide with each other. And this line need to be, if you are not able to divide these lines equally, if you are not dividing the circle equally, then these 2 points will not coincide with each other. It shouldn't be lines right. Just a minute. With the scale, it will be very difficult for us to join the parallel lines. Okay, this is our first line, which is parallel to PQ. Next, we already have 3, 9 line. That itself is a locus of center line. Next, we need to join 4 and 8. Next, we need to join 4 and 8. And this line also need to be parallel with the PQ line. Next line need to be 5 and 7. Next line need to be 5 and 7. Join 5 and 7. The last line need to be 6. And the last line need to be 6th line through the 6th point. Okay. Like this, we need to divide the all lines into our box. Okay. From 1 and 11, you need to draw one horizontal line. Next, from 2 and 10, one more line. Next, 3 and 9, another line. Next, 4 and 8, another line. And 5 and 7, another line. 6, another line. And all these lines, when you are joining, they should meet these 2 points. Rendu exact ga meet avvali. And this line which you are joining them, that line need to be parallel to PQ line. Is it clear, ma? All these lines need to be parallel with each other, and they should be parallel along with the PQ line as well. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, through these divisions we need to draw. Now we'll start drawing the curve. Listen carefully how we are drawing the curve. Now take OP as radius. OP is nothing but radius of the circle, which is equal to 25 mm. Now we need to take C1 as center. We need to cut an arc on the first line, on the line which is passing through the first division. Okay, now listen again, same radius. We are not going to change the radius, but we'll change the center now. Center, C2 as center. We need to cut an arc on the second line. That means a line which is passing through the second point. Now, same radius, C3 as center. We need to cut arc on the third line. That means this is the third line. Next, C4 as center. You need to cut an arc on the fourth line. That is a line which is passing through the fourth point. Now, same radius, C5 as center. You need to cut arc on the fifth line. Next, C6 as center. You need to cut arc on the sixth line. Next, C7 as center. 5 and 7 are passing through the same line. So on the same line only you need to cut here. Next, C8 as center. You need to cut arc on the 8th line. Same radius, ma'am, not changing the radius. Next, C9 as center. 9th line means 3 and 9, same line only. Here you need to cut the arc. Next, C10 as radius. On the 10th line you need to cut an arc. That is, this is the 10th point. This is the 10th line. Now C11 as center on the 11th line. And C12 as center on the 12th line. This is the 12th point. This is the 12th line. Now if you can see, I will join the curve C. Here I have, right? First we need to join the curve with light lines. Then you need to join the curve dark. Like this, you are going to get the curve. Is it clear, ma? OP radius is column, ma. OP radius you need to take. This radius will remain constant for all the curves. Now C1 as center. C1 ante idi first center point తీసుకోవాలి. C1 as center. You need to cut an arc on the first line. అంటే ఫస్ట్ డివిజన్ నుంచి ఏదైతే లైన్ పాస్ అవుతుందో దాని మీద ఆర్క్ కట్ చేయాలి. నెక్స్ట్ సేమ్ రేడియస్, సెంటర్ చేంజ్ చేయాలి. C2 as center. Now C2 సెంటర్ తీసుకుంటే ఏ లైన్ మీద ఆర్క్ కట్ చేయాలి? ద లైన్ విచ్ ఇస్ పాసింగ్ త్రూ ద సెకండ్ డివిజన్. ఆన్ దిస్ లైన్ యూ నీడ్ టు కట్. నెక్స్ట్ C3 as center. థర్డ్ డివిజన్ లైన్ మీద కట్ చేయాలి. దీని మీద ఆర్క్ C3 ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకొని థర్డ్ లైన్ మీద కట్ చేయాలి. That is, this is the third division line. Next C4 ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకొని fourth line మీద కట్ చేయాలి. ఇది fourth point, fourth division of a circle. దీని నుంచి పాస్ అయ్యే సర్కిల్ మీద కట్ చేయాలి. ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ C5 సెంటర్ దగ్గర పెట్టుకోవాలి. సేమ్ రేడియస్ ఏమో చేంజ్ చేయొద్దు. You need not to change the radius. You need to just change the centers. According to centers, you need to select the line. For example, if I am going for C8, ఏం చేయాలి అప్పుడు? C8 as center. Radius same, 8th line మీద కట్ చేయాలి. అంటే this is 8th division and this is the line which is passing through the 8th division. C8 as center, you need to cut arc on this line. Cut out. Like that you need to cut all arcs. And your curve, if you observe, ఇక్కడ చూడండి పాయింట్స్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే 1 2 3 4 5 6. అందుకే మీ కర్వ్ ఏమైంది చూడండి. It is increasing and reaching the maximum point. Starting from the minimum and reaching the maximum point. చూడండి 1 2 3 4 5 6. మినిమం నుంచి 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 మాక్సిమం పాయింట్ వచ్చింది. ఆఫ్టర్ రీచింగ్ ద మాక్సిమం పాయింట్ ఏమైంది? పాయింట్స్ ఎలా ఉన్నాయి? 7 8 9 10 11 మళ్ళీ డిక్రీజింగ్ ఆర్డర్ లో ఉన్నాయి. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ యువర్ కర్వ్ విల్ ఆల్సో డిక్రీజ్. ఓకే, ద పాయింట్స్ ఆర్ లైక్ increasing, reaching the maximum point. After reaching the maximum point, again coming back to minimum point. See, curve also started from the minimum point and increasing, reaching the maximum point. After reaching maximum point, again coming back to minimum point in decreasing order. Increasing, maximum point or maximum height, and then decreasing. Now name all these points. We have P1, and here we have P2. This is P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P10, P11, and here we have P12. Like this, we need to name the points. Is it clear, ma? Sixth line. Sixth line ekkadundi? Here you have. Ekkada ostadi? Top line మీద వస్తుంది. 12 and 6 ఒకటే లైన్ ఉంది చూడండి. 1 and 11 will coincide. 2 and 10 ఒక దాని మీద వస్తాయి. 3, 9 ఒక దాని మీద, 4, 8 ఒక దాని మీద, 5, 7 ఒక దాని మీద వస్తాయి. బట్ కమింగ్ ఫర్ 6 ఇండివిజువల్లీ 6th లైన్ సపరేట్ గా గీయాలి. 12th కూడా సపరేటే ఉంటుంది. అందుకని ఈ లైన్స్ మీద 6th లైన్ మీద ఓన్లీ P6 ఒక్కటే వస్తుంది. అలాగే లాస్ట్ లైన్ మీద 12th లైన్ మీద P12 ఒక్క పాయింటే వస్తుంది. మిగతా లైన్స్ అన్ని కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటే ఇటు లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఒక పాయింట్, రైట్ సైడ్ ఒక పాయింట్ వస్తాయి. ఎందుకంటే 4, 8 ఒకటే లైన్ మీద ఉన్నాయి. అందుకని P4 and P8 విల్ బి గెటింగ్ ఆన్ సేమ్ లైన్. చూడండి, P4 ఇక్కడ ఉంది, P8 ఇక్కడ ఉంది, P5 ఇక్కడ ఉంది, 7 ఇక్కడ ఉంది. అండ్ లైక్ దట్ సేమ్ ఆన్ సేమ్ లైన్ యూ విల్ గెట్ 2 points ఎక్సెప్ట్ P6 and P12. ఓకేనమ్మా? అండ్ కర్వ్ ఎప్పుడైనా సరే గాల్లో తేలకూడదు. ఇక్కడ P నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి. యూ నీడ్ టు start joining the curve from the point P, and you need to end here at Q. Is it clear, ma? Still any doubts? ఏమ్మా మిమ్మల్ని అడుగుతోంది. ఎనీ డౌట్స్ అన్నప్పుడు ఏం చెప్పాలి? నో, నో, ఎస్. సో అయితే ఎక్కడ ఏం అర్థం కాలేదు చెప్పాలి.
No, ma'am.
Now we need to give the dimensioning. నేను ఆల్రెడీ మీకు డైమెన్షనింగ్ చెప్పినప్పుడు చెప్పిన డయామీటర్ యూ నీడ్ టు మెన్షన్ విత్ సింబల్. ఏం సింబల్ యూజ్ చేయాలి? మర్చిపోయారు. we need to use pi symbol. Please draw this diagram, my everyone. ఎక్కడైనా పెండింగ్ ఉంటే డ్రా చేయండి. ఏదైనా అర్థం కాకపోతే అడగండి. If you complete this, we'll go to normal and tangent. Complete it fast, ma.
మ్యామ్ ఒకసారి ఇటు ఇటు రొటేట్ చేయండి మ్యామ్ బుక్.
ఎటు రొటేట్ చేయాలమ్మా? ఓకే,
బుక్ అంటే రొటేట్ చేయడం 180 degrees మేడం. బుక్
రివర్స్ ఉంది మ్యామ్ అది.
ఇట్లా
ఓకే మేడం, థ్యాంక్
ఎస్ మేడం. ఓకే మేడం.
యూ. మ్యామ్
అదేంది అట్లా?
మాకు ఇలా పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఉంది మేడం. ఇలాగా
ఓకే అమ్మా, మీ ఇష్టం. ఎట్లయినా డ్రా చేయండి మీరైతే. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్ యూ జస్ట్ ఆస్క్ మీ. ఎక్కడన్నా రావట్లేదు గీయటానికి అంటే నన్ను అడగండి, నేను చెప్తాను ఎట్లా గీయాలో. Yes, ma'am. Anyone completed?
Yes, ma'am.
అయిపోయిందా?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Only two? Only two
Yes, ma'am.
people
Completed.
completed?
Completed, ma'am.
Very good. 3.
Completed, ma'am.
If you complete it, then I'll go for tangent and normal, ma'am. I need to wait for 2 minutes, or shall I proceed now itself?
Completed, ma'am.
Very good, very good. కంప్లీట్ అయిన వాళ్ళు చెప్పండి అమ్మా.
Completed, ma'am.
వెరీ గుడ్. గాట్ ద కర్వ్ మా? వచ్చిందా? కర్వ్ వచ్చిందా మీకు?
Yes, ma'am.
కరెక్ట్
Yes, ma'am.
కరెక్ట్ గా వచ్చిందా? పర్ఫెక్ట్. హ్యావ్ యూ గాట్ ద పర్ఫెక్ట్ కర్వ్? ఎనీ డిఫికల్టీస్ ఇన్ డూయింగ్ మా? ఎనీ డిఫికల్టీస్ ఇన్ డూయింగ్? ఎనీవన్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు డ్రా? ఎవరికైనా రాలేదా డిఫికల్టీ? ఆర్ యూ ఫేసింగ్ ఎనీ డిఫికల్టీ?
No, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, now I will go for tangent and normal. You just rotate your phone, ma. I don't know what is the problem. Tomorrow I'll make sure that I will check the camera and all. ఎందుకు అట్లా రివర్స్ లో చూపిస్తుందో నేను చెక్ చేసుకుంటాను రేపు. ఫర్ నౌ యూ జస్ట్ బేర్ మీ. ఇవాళకి ఓపిక పెట్టుకోండి. జస్ట్ రొటేట్ చేసుకోండి దాన్ని. ఇప్పుడు మనం టాంజెంట్ అండ్ నార్మల్ డ్రా చేయాలి. నౌ వీ నీడ్ టు డ్రా ద టాంజెంట్ అండ్ నార్మల్. వేర్ వీ నీడ్ టు డ్రా ద టాంజెంట్ అండ్ నార్మల్? 35 mm above the baseline. I already told you. మీరు నేను ఇప్పుడు చెప్పేవి ఏం రాయకండి. This is known as baseline. This is known as baseline or directing line. What ma? Okay, I'll put it down. Then it will be visible. Now, is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. This line, ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏదైతే పెన్ తో రాస్తున్నానో అవి మీరేం రాసుకోకండి. దిస్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ బేస్ లైన్, డైరెక్టింగ్ లైన్ ఆర్ ఫిక్స్డ్ లైన్. డోంట్ రైట్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. జస్ట్ ఫర్ యువర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఐమ్ రైటింగ్. అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ ది సర్కిల్. వి ఆల్రెడీ నో వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్. Rolling circle. This circle is known as rolling circle or generating circle. Rolling circle or generating circle. So from baseline we have to take a point which is at a distance of 35 mm. So first of all let us mark that point initially. So from the baseline, so this is our baseline. Baseline is nothing but PQ line. From here we need to take a point which is at a distance of 35 mm. Little bit I'm expanding or extending this line PQ. I'm just extending the line PQ. This is our baseline. Now from this line we have to mark a point at a distance of 35 mm. So take 35 mm height from this point. Take 35 mm from this point. 35 mm from the base point. This is 35 mm. Okay, this is the height of 35 mm. Now exactly we need to draw a parallel line at this distance. Let us mark this distance as well. This is a distance. This is a distance which is 35 mm above the baseline. So this is the baseline. Above the baseline 35 mm. So we have taken 35 mm height from the baseline. Above the baseline annar kabatti from the baseline we have to take a height of 35 mm. Now at this distance we need to draw one straight line which is parallel to again PQ line. Now wherever it is intersecting, you name that as point P. Okay. At 35 mm, draw one horizontal line or draw one parallel line to PQ line. Now that point is P. Now simply take your compass, OP. Follow the procedure, ma. OP as radius. OP as radius. Now whatever the point we had taken, Amma, OP as radius or the circle radius 25 mm. OP as radius or circle radius which is equal to 25 mm. You have to take as radius with your compass. And now the point P, wherever we got the intersection point which is at a distance of 35 mm, that point on the curve, center, cut an arc on the locus of center line. Cut an arc on the locus of center line. Now wherever it is intersecting on the locus line, you name that point as C. P as center, 25 mm as radius. Cut an arc on the locus of center line. Locus of center line. Locus of center line means a line which is passing through the center of the circle. Cut an arc with P as center, 25 mm as radius or OP as radius. Now cut an arc on the locus of center line. Now that point you name it as C. Now simply drop a straight line to baseline. Now simply drop a straight line to the baseline and name that point as M. Now name that point as M. Now wherever that straight line is intersecting on the baseline, you name that as M. Now join directly M with P. Now join M with P. Now join M with P. This MP line will become your normal. But we don't want to draw the normal complete dark. So we'll only highlight the some of the portion of this and name this point as M. You take this point as M dash. MN. MN is your normal. What we did? From baseline, we had taken a height of 35 mm. And from that point, we had drawn one horizontal line to PQ or parallel to PQ. And wherever that line is intersecting on the curve, name that point as P. Now P as center, 25 mm as radius, cut an arc on the locus of center line. Now wherever it is intersecting on locus of center line, name that point as C. Now join, we already have C here, let us mark this as C dash. Now from C dash, drop a perpendicular line to the baseline PQ. And wherever that perpendicular line is intersecting on baseline, name that point as M. Now directly join MP. Let us name this as M dash. So highlight a small portion of this MP, M dash P. That is our required normal. Now to this line, we need to draw a perpendicular line through the point P. Now draw a perpendicular line to normal at 90 degrees. Perpendicular line to the normal. This is normal. Through the point P, draw 90 degrees line. Now join that 90 degrees line with the point P. Now join the 90 degrees line. Now join the 90 degrees line with the point P. This is our required tangent. T dash. Is it clear, ma, how to draw the normal and tangent?
Yes, ma'am.
You will get normal first. To that normal, through the point B, we need to draw 90 degrees line. That gives you the tangent. Same normal tangent, ఇటు పక్క కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఎందుకంటే అబౌవ్ ద బేస్ లైన్ 35 mm అన్నారు. ఆ 35 mm తీసుకొని ఇట్లా డ్రా చేస్తే ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఇంకొక పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. One more point on the curve here, it will be intersecting at a distance of 35 mm. But we already have a circle here. We already have something curve, intersection, everything is there here. So better you take always on the right hand side. Better always choose the tangent and normal at right hand side. Same line చూడండి ఇప్పుడు same distance line if you extend, this is a 35 mm. When you extend it, it will be intersecting here on this curve మీద కదా ఇక్కడ intersect అవుతుంది. Here it will be intersecting. So this point also you can draw the tangent and normal. But we are not going to draw here the tangent and normal, as we already have our rolling circle here. We always choose right hand side to draw the normal and tangent. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, madam.
Please draw the tangent and normal, ma. Please draw the tangent and normal.
Madam, rotate, madam.
It's a problem. Finish it fast, ma.
Done, ma'am.
Very good.
Completed, ma'am.
Good, ma. Good. Over, ma.
Yes,
Everyone finished, ma? Shall I go to next problem, epicycloid?
Yes, ma'am.
First, let us see the question. ఇక్కడ ఏమేం డార్క్ గీసా నేను? Can anyone? Which lines I had taken dark? First one, circle, baseline, curve, tangent and normal. Total how many things are dark, ma? 1,
Five.
2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 things are dark. Remaining division lines, line division lines, circle division, everything are construction lines. Parallel lines, everything are construction lines. So in a similar way, you need to highlight only the circle, baseline, curve, tangent, normal. That's all. Remaining everything need to be light. Okay. And don't forget to name this. Cycloid and kinda రాయటం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. Naming is very, very important. And question number also you need to put in circle. ఇక్కడ circle draw చేయాలి మీరు. You have to draw one circle. Okay, like that you need to give question number 1. And even you need to write the name also here at the bottom, cycloid. Okay. And even all these intermediate points and this locus of center line points, circle points, circle divisions, and here on the baseline divisions and this line divisions and the circumference distance, given data, everything need to be there. Whatever things I mentioned here, everything you need to mention. And a new thing we learned here is locus of center line. And the locus of center line is nothing but a line which is passing through the center of the circle. We'll call that line as locus of center line. Okay. And that line always will be parallel with the baseline. That is PQ line ki parallel guntadi. Okay, Namma? Is it clear? మళ్ళీ మాట్లాడటం ఆపేస్తారు ఏం పిల్లలు ఎక్కడన్నా పేజ్ ఖాళీ ఉందా? నేనేమో పేపర్ లెక్క చూసుకుంటుంటా, మా పిల్లలేమో ఇట్లా రాసి పడిస్తుంటారు. ఇదిగోండి, ఇది మా అమ్మాయి పేపర్లు వేస్ట్ చేసుకుంటూ లెక్కలేని పిల్లలకి. పెద్ద పేపర్ లో ఇది గుడ్డిస్తున్నానా ఏంది ఇది అసలు? సో epicycloid, I already told you. I will give the definition first and then introduction. Please note down. Epicycloid. దీనిది ఒక టేబుల్ ఉంటదమ్మా, తీసుకొని వస్తా. ఎక్కడ పడి వచ్చిందో ఏమో, టక్కు టక్కు సౌండ్, ఒక్కటే సౌండ్. కనబడుతోందమ్మా?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
madam. Yes, madam.
టక్కు టక్కు సౌండ్. మా ఇంట్లో ఏ వస్తువులైనా సరే ఎక్కువ రోజులు ఉండవు. రీజన్ మై కిడ్స్. ఈ డొక్కులో టేబుల్, ఈ తొక్కలో టేబుల్ ఇంతుందా, ఇది ల్యాప్టాప్ పెట్టుకునే టేబుల్, ఇది 2000. 2 రోజుల్లో మా పిల్లలు ఎరుపొట్టి కాళ్ళు చేతులు పక్కన పడేస్తారు. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్. సో నౌ లెట్ us see epicycloid. What do you mean by epicycloid? Epicycloid is nothing but a curve traced out by a circle, a curve traced out by a circle on another circle. Okay, this circle is known as fixed circle or directing circle or base circle. All the names are same only. Now how about this? This circle is same. Rolling circle or generating circle, as it is generating the curve. Okay, now this is our point P. To this point only we are going to trace the curve. When you trace the curve, it reaches here only. Okay, here you will get the point Q. So this much only we need. This much only we need. This much portion only. When it travels for one complete revolution, it starts here and ends here. This is the bigger circle, right? This is known as base circle, but it only takes this much space. Okay, this is the angle turned, theta. So we need to calculate theta. What is theta here? Theta is equal to angle turned by the rolling circle for one complete revolution. There we calculated pi d value. but here we have theta. Why? The reason their circle was revolving on another circle. So we had a circumference distance. Now we have an angle here. What is this angle? Angle theta is nothing but angle turned by the rolling circle for one complete revolution. This is the angle traveled by the rolling circle P when it is moving from here to here. So now how to calculate it here? Here we already know the circumference, so we calculated as pi d distance. How about theta? Theta is equal to small r by capital R into 360 degrees. Small r by capital R into 360, where small r is equal to radius of rolling circle or small circle. This circle, small circle. This radius is small r and this radius is capital R. Now where capital R is equal to radius of fixed circle or base circle. Fixed circle or base circle. Okay, ma? Is it clear? Now everyone note down the definition. Definition note cheskondi. There's the definition. Yeah, an epicycloid is a curve. An epicycloid is a curve. An epicycloid is a curve traced by. An epicycloid is a curve traced by a point. Traced by a curve, a point. This is a point. A point on the circumference of a circle. On the circumference of a circle. On the circumference of a circle. Which rolls along another 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 circle. Outside it without slipping. Outside it without slipping. Outside it without slipping. Please note down, draw this diagram and note down these things.
Madam,
What is theta? Sir,
క్లాస్ అయిపోయిందా
sir.
మేడం? ఇంకా తీసుకుంటారా మేడం?
లేదు సార్, ఒక 5 minutes ఇంట్రొడక్షన్.
అంతేనా మేడం? ఓకే మేడం.
ప్రాబ్లం రేపు చెప్తాను. ఐమ్ జస్ట్ గివింగ్ ఇన్ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్. ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ 10 more minutes. That's all. Then I
నాకు చెప్పండి మేడం, నేను తీసుకుంటాను. ఓకే మేడం.
Okay sir, 10 minutes I will take.
ఓకే మేడం.
Okay, please draw this diagram, everyone. Draw this diagram and note down all these things. What do you mean by theta? Theta is same. Similarly, in a cycloid, what we had pi d. What is pi d? Pi d is a circumference distance or the distance traveled by the circle for one revolution. Similarly, here instead of pi d, we have theta. What is theta here? Theta is an angle turned or the path traveled by the rolling circle for one complete revolution of the circle. The theta, how to calculate? Small r by capital R into 360. What is small r? Radius of rolling circle. Capital R, radius of base circle. Small r ante deen radius, capital R ante pedda circle radius. Ardhamaindamma? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you noted down this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll try to note down the problem. Problem రాసేద్దాము. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో సొల్యూషన్ చేద్దాం. Everyone, please note down the question number 2. Draw an epicycloid of diameter 50 mm, comma, which rolls outside, a circle of diameter 180 mm for one revolution. Full stop. Also draw a tangent and a normal to the p-cycloid at a point 135 mm from the center of the directing circle. This is the question. Let us write down the given data. What is given? So first of all, diameter of rolling circle is given. Next, outside circle diameter is given. So now let us write down small d is equal to 50 mm. Capital D by bigger circle diameter is equal to 180 mm. From this, we need to calculate theta. Small r by capital R into 360. Small r, if d is equal to 50, small radius will become 25. By capital D is 180 means radius will become 90 into 360 degrees. Calculate it, ma, how much you are getting theta?
100, ma'am.
100 degrees. So this is the distance traveled by the or angle turned by the rolling circle for one complete revolution. In next class, we'll do the process. Okay, ma. For now, just note down the problem, write down the given data, calculate theta, and then find out the theta value. 25 by radius we need to take. If you want, you can even mention small r is equal to radius of rolling circle. Radius of rolling circle, capital R is equal, which is equal to 25 mm, and capital R is equal to radius of base circle, which is equal to 90 mm. And even you can mention theta is equal to angle turned by the rolling circle for one complete revolution, which is equal to 100 degrees. Okay, and even you can highlight this formula also. Is it clear, ma? Shall we solve the problem in next class?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Everyone completed conic sections, ma, all the three. Cycloid, sorry,
Yes, ma'am.
ellipse,
Yes, ma'am.
parabola, hyperbola.
Yes, ma'am.
Ellipse, parabola, hyperbola. Anyone have doubts? Tangent, normal. Anyone have doubts? Tangent, normal.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Everyone
No, ma'am.
completed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Now today's class problem. Cycloid, is it clear for everyone? Cycloid. This problem is clear for everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, clear, ma'am.
Any doubts in this problem?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Tangent, normal.
Yes, ma'am,
No,
it's
ma'am.
clear.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
clear.
Okay, next class we'll draw epicycloid direct straight away, because already I discussed question with you. Already discussed the question, and even at the question over given data, theta, and what do you mean by r, smaller, capital R, theta, everything is also over. Straight away, next class I will explain you how to draw this curve and how to draw the tangent and norm. Is it okay, ma?
Yes,
Shall I
ma'am.
leave? Shall I
Ma'am.
leave?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
you want to
Ma'am.
ask anything? Any doubts? Any subject related?
No, ma'am. No doubt.
No, ma'am. No doubts.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everyone listen here.
Sir, can I